Welcome, everyone, to our Resilient Wild and Unstoppable interview series. And today we have Sheldon, and we get the privilege of having Sheldon on his birthday. So, this is a super special surprise. And Sheldon has walked a, a path in life that is challenging and has offered many lessons as a result. And we're going to start with the resiliency and really what does resilience mean and how has it benefited Sheldon in his own life? So, Sheldon, I'm curious, when you speak of resilience, what is it about resilience that really speaks to your heart and really helped you unravel the path that you've been on?
Well, thank you for having me here. Especially like you said on my birthday. I appreciate that. It's a great gift to me to be here. Resilience. A lot of people think they were born with it or were not. A lot of people still don't realize that you grow and develop resilience as you go through things in life. I believe because of the things that I've been through in my life, such as being born with a physical disability, life is difficult. I faced abuse growing up, struggled deeply with where I fit in. Later went through addiction and homelessness and spent years carrying pain that I did not even have the words for. But over time, I began to understand something important. My life was not only about what happened to me, it was also about what I became through it. Because I knew that there was a reason for me to be here. Most of my younger life, I always wondered, why am I here? What's my purpose? Until I come to realize, like, the world doesn't owe me a favor. I owe the world a favor to, through my things that I've been through because of my resilience. Because here to help people realize that they all have in them resilience that they can develop, and that is a big part of what I do now. I help people look at their lives differently. I help people see that even when they feel shut down, overlooked, and dismissed, or broken by life, there is still something in them worth reconnecting with. There is still strength. There's still direction, and there's still a voice. We all have one. We might not know how to use it properly. We might not even know how to use it or believe that our voice matters. But because of the things that I've learned in my life, I know that we all have a reason to be here. And I believe that's because of resilience. If I wasn't resilient enough to keep going, I wouldn't be here today. So hopefully that answers your question.
That is super powerful. I was getting chills just listening to your story. And one thing that came up that I was trying to write and my pen didn't want to was when you said that the world didn't owe you, you owed the world. And I had never heard that before. And it just hit that it's like your purpose was unfolding in front of you, and
Mhm.
you had to really be brave, bold, and courageous enough to step into it. So now when you think about everything that you've gone through, what what is the journey that you are heading down or that path of resilience? Where is it taking you now?
Well, my life looked very different from what I had imagined. Well, like many of us, I guess. For a long time, I was more focused on surviving than understanding myself. But I come to realize survival can only carry you so far.
Mhm.
At some point, you have to begin asking what it all means, what you have been carrying, what beliefs have shaped you, and who you want to become from here. So I was defined by disability. I was defined by other people's opinions. I was defined by abuse, defined by struggles, defined by addiction, living on the streets. I was defined by not fitting the normal picture of how life was supposed to go. And when you live life like that long enough, you can start to lose your sense of self.
Hmm.
You do not just feel pain, you begin to internalize messages about your worth, your place, and what is possible for you. So the real transformation did not come from pretending everything was fine. It came from facing the hard truths in life. It came from recognizing what I had survived, what had shaped me, what lies I had been carrying, and what parts of myself were still underneath it all.
Hmm.
So I that is the work that I do today, and that's part of the journey that I am on today. I'm not just speaking from a polished pedestal. I'm speaking from the inside of lived experience because I have lived it. I know what it feels like to be invisible. I know what it feels like to be written off. I know what it is to wonder whether your life or my life can become something more than pain, disappointment, or survival. So that's the journey I'm on today, is to help people realize, even if they kind of realize that they do have a purpose for being here.
Yeah.
And, so yeah.
Yeah. And what I picked up from that is there were a lot of people defining all these things for you. And now you've stepped into really defining your own life,
Hmm.
defining your own purpose, defining your own path, and defining the, what it all means for you at your heart to keep going and keep building on the foundation that you've already built for yourself. So you mentioned that you work with others or that you help others. Who is it that you love working with and helping?
Well, I can see strong alignment with what you're doing with your group, because I think a lot of your community is made up of people who have spent years taking care of everyone else, pushing
Hmm.
through, carrying expectations, silencing themselves, and trying to be who they thought they had to be. So that's some of the people that I help. Is even though my life story is different, like the deeper emotional experience, people that connects with the feeling of being invisible, people who feel like they're losing themselves, people feeling like they're waking up, realizing how much things have changed, the
Hmm.
feeling of wanting your life to mean something more. So not no specific group, but mostly I help them or work with persons with physical disabilities or persons in midlife crisis, or or lately I've been going around to a lot of different high schools and giving talks to, for example, grade 11 students. Like
Oh, okay.
the most recent talk that I've given was to 200 grade 11 students, about resilience and overcoming adversities.
Hmm.
And helping another group the main group that I work with is persons with addictions.
Okay.
So that's the three main groups. Uh, Ones that have been through the human struggles in life, or the ones who are looking to get out themselves on the straight and narrow again.
Yeah. When somebody is going through the challenges of a physical disability, the challenges of addiction, how do they find you?
How do they find me? Do you mean where am I located to? Like my
Well,
platforms?
yeah, I wasn't sure if you were tied to locations or services that have this, like a directory almost, because I don't, there's a lot of people here in this community that can benefit from who you are and the experiences that you've had and your books. And when I think of addiction and physical disabilities, some of those people are not on social media. So people who are not on social media, I'm just curious because maybe there's that that string that attaches everyone that is on social media knows somebody who's not. And so I'm
Right.
curious, those people who are not on social media but maybe want to reach out to you,
Okay.
what is that path?
Okay. Well, thank you for asking that. I've actually formed, organized, created, established Crocker's Transformative Thinking.
Okay.
A few years ago was my own company. It's not built on slogans or surface level positivity. It's built on reflection, honesty, resilience, and helping people think differently about their lives and about themselves. So really, I help people to transform their thinking. It's like some people joke around and say, "Oh, what are you, a transformer?" Like with the cartoon Transformers. Is like, no. The way I see it is, I know this is not really answering your question right now, but it's leading into the
Right.
answer to your question. Um, it's like, okay, no, people say, well, I can't climb a mountain. It's like, well, might not be able to climb a mountain, but you can probably walk around the mountain, or you can probably find some dynamite and blow a hole through the mountain. So that's how I transform people's thinking.
Right.
That's where I can be found from Crocker's Transformative Thinking. But through my speaking at different events online, I speak at summits, I speak
Okay.
on different things such as that. I speak in public. I speak at high schools. I speak at different addiction groups.
Okay.
My 3 books that are published, Keep on Walking, Road to Resilience, and Resilience to Define, are available on Amazon. They're also available in, I'm not sure if you have them in the US or not, but Kohl's, Indigo bookstores. Um, it's a big national chain, as far as I know, national Canadian national chain, Kohl's bookstore. Um, and they're also available locally. They're available in the different hospital gift stores. That's where I have them so far. You can pick them up from me generally in person, but I sign autographs. But so yeah, through my speaking, through my books,
Okay.
and I also have a self-paced course. I don't teach. Is it a self-paced course? Is on the platform called Thinkific. I don't know if you're familiar with Thinkific or
Yeah.
not. So I have a course on there as well, which is a 6-week course. Do it at your recommended 6 weeks. So that's a few places where I can be found. So I create a space for people to stop for a moment and really look at what shapes them, what has been
Okay.
holding them back. You know.
Yeah. And the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because there's so much power in what you've experienced and what you offer that sometimes people want to know other paths to that would be beneficial for your message. Because your message is different, it's bolder, there's a lot of true resilience in your message that people want to hear and need to hear. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
With that, is there any other words that you want to share in this interview before we close it out?
Well, there's so much that could be said. You know, I'll just say the heart of my work is simple. I want people to know they are not finished just because life has been hard. I want people to know they are not disqualified because of what they have been through. And I want people to understand that there's power in facing your honesty and choosing to grow from it. People can connect with me through my website at sheldoncrocker.com, or my 3 books, or check out some of my speaking on YouTube or different places. I can be found, and my self-paced course. But more than anything, I hope they leave the conversation feeling seen and reminded that their story still matters, because it
That's
does.
that is beautiful, perfect ending, and I have loved this interview. So thank you so much, Sheldon, for sharing your heart on your birthday.
Thank you.